Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So the face is half done. It's the middle of the month. Happy BoxyCharm day. So I did throw on my brow and I did prime the lids just because I wanted to keep this moving. So let's jump right in. If this is something you're into, make sure to keep on watching. Please don't forget, I do upload twice a week. It might be going to 3 times a week. I don't know. But either way, I upload a few times a week. So make sure to subscribe because that is the best way to stay up to date on all the fun stuff I am posting. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So out of the box, I'm actually going to remember to grab the card today. The theme is vacation. It's giving me total like Hawaiian vibes and I love it. So as you know, BoxyCharm is a monthly subscription box. It retails for $21 and the price of the total box is usually over $100, sometimes into $120. So that's really exciting. So first item out of the box, this is from South Main. This is, let's take a look, the under eye gels. They retail for $10. Our under eye gels are great for an easy mask without the cleanup, soften, moisturize, and ensure that you look rested and refreshed. So I'm going to just throw these on. It does come with 3 sets. So I'm actually gonna throw these on and then do my shadow, just because why sit and wait? I know we got a similar mask for the lips a few months ago, but they did not stay on very well. So these ones are staying on, and while they're on, let's go back into the box. So the next item out of the box, this is from Vintage Cosmetics. This is the Smokey Eye Brush Set. It is a 3-piece brush set that retails for $23.15. So there are 3 brushes. They actually feel really soft, which is nice. The first, oh, they're even labeled. Step 1, Step 2, Step 3. Step 1 for the money, Step 2 for the shadow, Step 3, go girl go. Cool, so I'm gonna use these today with the BoxyCharm and Pure Collaboration Eyeshadow Palette. Now this is called #PureBay. It is a $36 palette that can be used now, later, or to bring back into your look some vibrancy. Signature Silky Smooth Ultra Mattes are paired with pretty pinks and a vibrant blue to lighten the mood. You can layer shimmer shadows for a duochrome finish. So let's open this up. This is the inside of the palette. Now I'm really liking it because lately the BoxyCharm palettes have either been super vibrant or super neutral. So I kind of like that this is a little bit of everything. The top row seems to be some mattes. I am really excited to play with this. So let's jump right in. I did already set down my eyes with my Painterly Paint Pot and some translucent powder. So typically I do like to start with a different shape. So I'm going to first grab my Morphe M504. Yes, M504. And I'm gonna take Perfect or Purefect. It's cute, it's got the little dots from Pure. I'm gonna take that and I'm just gonna buff that into the crease. There's a little bit of kickback, but I am getting quite a bit of product on the brush. So I don't mind if there's a little bit of powder or kick up with a shadow as long as it blends really well. Then on that same brush, I'm gonna go into Nikkie, which is the next transition shade. This is a little bit more on the orangey peach tone, and I'm gonna take that also into the crease. I'm gonna move my mirror so I'm not like looking that way. Then going into the Step 1 brush, this is kind of, it looks like it's good for packing shadow or blending into the crease. So I'm gonna start by taking, now I have to decide what I wanna do. I'm gonna start by taking Duet, the brown shade, and I'm gonna take that on this brush, and I'm gonna place a little bit on the outer portion of the eye, and then blend it into the crease with the flat of the brush. Then going into the Step 2 brush, which is an angled blending brush, I'm gonna take a little bit of this third shade called Belle, which is like a salmon toned transition shade, and I'm gonna use that just to blend out that brown in the crease. I'm just going to repeat that back and forth just to build up that shadow. Then on this is a Morphe M573, it's just a fluffy blender brush. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that salmony shade and just blend out the crease a bit. Now the shadows are very blendable. I'm really liking how the mattes are performing. I'm definitely getting the signature like smoky shape, which is nice. The brushes so far are good. They're not going to replace any of the brushes already in my arsenal, but they are working. So I'm just going to, yeah, okay. So I'm just going to clean off this shader brush. And I'm actually going to use this to pack some color on the lid. I'm going to start with Charmer, this shade right here. And I'm just going to see how it packs on dry. And if I get the desired shimmer, I will keep that. If not, I will go on with it with some setting spray. There is color payoff. It is going on well, but not quite as vibrant as I want it. So I'm just going to take it with some Fix Plus and try that. Oh, and there is the metallic. I'm then going to just blend out the crease. Beautiful. I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye and I'll be right back. Now, I'm going to take that same brush. I've been using my color switch from Sephora and Vera Mona just so that I'm not like making shades muddy, but I'm going to take a little bit more of that brown and just deepen up the outer portion of the eye. So I will finish up the lower lash line later, but the next item out of the box, this is from Butter London. I'm actually really excited for this. This is the Double Decker Lashes Mascara. Retails for $20. Get 200 times thicker lashes in one coat and a 314% lash curl increase. I think that's kind of awesome, and I would love to know how they figure out that number. So I'm just going to quickly curl my lashes and apply a coat of this. Okay, so the wand is very long, which I really like because it's good for the lower lashes. Not that I really do a lot of lower lashes, but whatever. I'm going to just put a coat of this on. Okay, so I am actually really liking it. The one thing I will say, I am not the best judge because lately I've been wearing a lot of falsies. So for me, it looks dramatic, but I am wanting a little bit more drama from a falsie. But I'm going to let that dry and then throw on another coat. But in the meantime, I'm just going to peel these off. The skin underneath definitely does feel plumped. It does feel nice. I actually got sleep last night, so it's not like I was in dire need for it. But I'm going to throw on the complexion-y products that are not at all boxy, and I'll be right back. Okay, so most of the face is on. The last item out of the box, this is from Pretty Vulgar. This is the Make Them Blush Pretty Vulgar Bay in Hush Blush. Make Them Blush Powder Blush awakens your complexion and provides natural, glowy flush to your cheeks. Silky smooth formulas, long-wearing, highly pigmented, buildable. Can be paired or layered for multi-dimensional pop of color. And it says that it will flatter any complexion. So I'm just going to grab my Sonia Kashuk blush brush. Okay, this is really like on the mauve-y side, which for me I like. I don't really love super pinky. So I'm going to take a little bit to start just because we don't know how pigmented it's going to be. And I'm just going to put a little bit on the apples of the cheeks. Okay, I'm going to go in a little bit more because a little does go a long way. And then what I like to do once I've put a little bit of the pigment on is I like to go in with my mineralized skin finish on the same brush and just kind of blend it into my contour and my bronzer, just because I want to add a little bit of that rosy warmth to the cheek, but I really don't want it to be like a super like rosy cheek, you know? So I definitely went in a little heavier than I normally like to. It's very pretty, it's very flattering, but it's, I put in too much, but that's something you kind of got to figure out with the pigment level. So I'm going to finish up the eyes. So I'm going to go into the small detail definer brush. This is step 3, Go Girl. And going back into that pure Boxy palette, I'm going to, I lied, hold on. Okay, so I did just throw a little bit of my NYX eye and eyebrow pencil in the shade Electric Blue in my waterline. Then on the smudger brush, I'm going to take Mia, the blue shade, and I'm going to smudge a little bit of that on the lower lash line. And on that same brush, I'm gonna take a little bit of Belle again, and I'm just gonna take that a little bit lower on the lid. And then with a very little bit of Duet, the brown, I'm gonna take that just on the outer V of the eye, just to connect the lower lash line to the upper. Then I'm just gonna grab a small pencil brush with a little bit more of that blue and just blend that together. We definitely want the blue to be the star of the show, but we do want to still get that dimension that we're looking for from the lower lash line. So I'm going to now take that same mascara and add a little bit more to the upper lashes like I said I would. Okay, so I am definitely getting length, but I'm not getting quite as much curl as I typically would like. So definitely not going to beat falsies, but with the exception of like a fiber mascara, it's about as good as I expect to get out of a mascara. Nothing groundbreaking, nothing that I'm going to like change up what I'm using for, but it's not bad. So I'm just going to throw on a quick lip and I'll be right back for final thoughts. So final thoughts. The eye masks, good, not great. They don't do anything special above and beyond any other under eye gels that I've used. That being said, they are really good at what they do. So am I unhappy they're in the box? No. Would I repurchase this when I run out? Also probably not. The eyeshadow palette, I am really excited to play with more colors. The mattes were really blendable. The shimmers are blinding and metallic and fabulous. I really like the colors I did use, which I did use most of the mattes. I'm really excited to like dip into this pretty shade. I'll probably do another look with this palette because I am really enjoying it. I love this black with like pink micro glitter shade, boxy black, which I will happily play with, but really happy. The brushes, this one right here, the number 3, I will use this again on my lower lash line. I found that it was like the perfect size just to smudge color under there without things getting everywhere, and it just fit right where I wanted it. These other 2 are okay. Probably not gonna replace any of the brushes in my collection, but this one I will definitely be using again. The mascara is actually really nice. Now that I've layered it up, I've let it dry. It's not really holding as much of a curl as I would like. However, this is a mascara that would probably be a really good one as a base for falsies because like I love my roller lash. It really holds a curl, but it holds a curl so well. Sometimes it's like difficult to get my lashes behind it. This one I think might be really cool. So I'm gonna play around with this in the future with a fake lash and see how that works. And finally, the blush. The color is really flattering, but it is very pigmented. So I went in a little heavier than I normally would like. So I'm excited to play with it again and see how I like it. I love Pretty Vulgar's packaging. I think it's really adorable. So all in all, this was actually a really good box. The retail of this box was $115.15, which when you factor in that it only cost $21, this is a fantastic deal. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I just caught my face in the monitor and I definitely went a little heavy on the bronzer. I guess I took the whole vacation thing to a little new level, but honestly, I don't even mind it. It's just a little bronzer, who cares? So I hope you enjoyed this and I will see you next time. Bye.